Jolankwa Africa. Jolankwa Africa. Hello fans, good afternoon. This is Mr. John on Jolanka Africa. Today we want to discuss the most important languages that we got here in Africa. The most popular language here in Africa. Well, as I said in the previous video, in Africa we have about 2,000 languages spoken across the whole of the continent, and are numerous of dialects. Yes, number one of that language I will start with is Swahili. Swahili is a very popular language here in Africa. About 100 million to 150 million people are the speakers of this language. And this very Swahili language is also known as Bantu language. Where did this language come from? Yes, this Swahili language is originated from the Arabic language. Its origin is from Arabic language. Yes, that is where it originated. And now, about few countries of Africa are speakers of this language. Examples of those countries are Tanzania, Uganda, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda, Somalia, Mozambique, and Comoros. You can see how many countries you can hear this language spoken here in Africa. A particular language, Swahili, you can hear this particular language spoken in Tanzania, Uganda, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Burundi, Rwanda, Somalia, Mozambique, and Comoros. More than 150 million are speakers of this particular language, also known as Bantu. Well, that was for Swahili language. Now we go over to another one, that is number two. Number two language that is also popular here in Africa is Amharic Language. Amharic Language. This Amharic language is an official language in Ethiopia. This language is an official language in Ethiopia. You know, in some countries we have more than one language as an official language. Yes. Some countries speak more than 3, 4, or 5 languages as an official language. So in Ethiopia here, this language, Amharic, is an official language spoken in Ethiopia. Yes. How many people speak this particular language? About over 20 million speak this same particular language. Where did this language come from? Yes, Amharic language is originated from Hebrew language and Takrija language. That's where it originated from. It originated from Hebrew language and also from Takrija language. That's where it migrated from. Yes. Another language that we got here to be number 3 for today is a Yoruba language. Yoruba language. Yes, this Yoruba language has about 30 million speakers here in Africa. 30 million speakers here in Africa. Number one of such country is Nigeria. And also this particular language, Yoruba, there is also a tribe in Nigeria that is also known as Yoruba tribe. Yes, they also have the same language as a Yoruba language, and it's mostly spoken by this Yoruba tribe here in Nigeria. Another country that speaks this same Yoruba language is Benin Republic, Togo. Yes, you can hear the same language in Benin Republic and in Togo. Some people living in Togo also speak this same language. Yes, and this same language are spoken in about 15 dialects. It has about 15 dialects. What I mean by dialect here, it sub this same language but in sub other tongues. That is a little bit have some differences with each other, but all of them is under Yoruba language. About 15 dialects is also spoken in this same language. Among the 15 dialects are Ekiti, Ijebu, Oworo, Ijesha, and Ihola or Iholo. Yes, those are some of the dialects that are spoken in Yoruba. Now we go over to the fourth one. The fourth one is Urumu Language. Urumu Language. Yes, Urumu language is also spoken by about 30 million people here in Africa. Number one of such country is also Ethiopia. Kenya is also there. Somalia also speak this same Urumu language, and it's also spoken in Egypt. Yes. The highest number of people speaking this Urumu language are the Ethiopian. The highest number of people speaking this Urumu language are the Ethiopian. Kenya, some part of Kenya also speak it, Somalia and the Egyptian. That's where you can have this language, Urumu language. It's also speaking by about 30 million people here in Africa. Then we go over to the fifth one. The fifth one is Hausa. The fifth one is Hausa language. Hausa language is also an official language here in Nigeria. Official language in Nigeria. About 40 million people are speaking the same language. There is also a tribe that is known as the Hausa tribe in Nigeria. There is also a tribe known as Hausa tribe in Nigeria. About 40 million people speak the same language. Then which other countries speak Hausa language? Yes. Nigeria speak Hausa language. Benin Republic speak Hausa language. Some part of Burkina Faso speak Hausa language. Cameroon speak Hausa language. Lake Chad speak Hausa language. Congo speak Hausa language. Eritrea speak Hausa language. Ghana speak Hausa language. Niger Republic speak Hausa language. Sudan speak Hausa language. Togo speak Hausa language. And some northern part of Africa. And most and lastly, some people in Germany also speak the same Hausa language. You can see how many countries where you can hear this particular language being spoken here in Africa. Numerous countries. And some part of people living in Germany also speak the same Hausa language. That was Hausa language. Now we go over to the next one. Number 6. This one is Igbo language. Igbo language is spoken by about 20 million people here in Africa. 20 million people here in Africa. Yes. Who are the country? You can hear this Hausa language spoken in some part in Nigeria, some part in Cameroon, and some part is Equatorial Guinea. And it has about 20 dialects. This Igbo language has about 20 dialects. Eche is there, Owerri is there, and Central Igbo. Those are some of the dialects that are inside Igbo language. Yes, these are some of the dialects that are inside Igbo language. That was number 6. Now, which other one? Number 7, Zulu. Zulu language. This one is spoken mainly in South Africa. About 10 million people speak this same language in South Africa. Yes, this language is mostly spoken by South Africa. Yes, that is the Zulu language. More than 10 million people speak this same language in South Africa. Now, we go over to number 8 language speaking in Africa. That one is Shona language. Shona language. Yes. This Shona language is spoken by about 10 million people here in Africa. This same language is spoken here in Zimbabwe. This language is spoken here in Zimbabwe. Yes. And this language is divided in 3 dialects. It has 3 dialects. I named those 3 dialects. Number 1 is Diahad. Okay. Number 1 is not Diahad, sorry. Is Karanka, Zezuru, and Korokene. Karanka language, Zezuru, and Korokene. Those are the 3 subdividing dialects of Shona language, which is speaking in Zimbabwe. Yes. That was number 8. Now we go over to number 9 language spoken here in Africa. Number 9 language here in Africa. This language is known as Arabic. Arabic is also speaking here in Africa. Don't be surprised to hear that. Most of the Africans speak Arabic language. Number 1 of South African country that speak Arabic language is an Egyptian. Egyptians speak Arabic language. Algeria speak Arabic language. Morocco speak Arabic language. Mauritania speak Arabic language. Libya speak Arabic language. Tunisia speak Arabic language. Eritrea also speak Arabic language. But this same language is also spoken in some other part of the world. But here in Africa, those are the countries that you can hear Arabic language being spoken in some part of the country. I go back again: Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, Mauritania, Libya, Tunisia, Eritrea. You can hear this language being spoken in some part of this country. Well, some countries speak numerous languages, but when I say a country speak a particular language, that doesn't mean the whole of the country speak only that language, but it means that that language are spoken by some people living in that country. Yes, that was number 9, Arabic language. Now we go over to number 10. Number 10 language that is spoken here in Africa is the Portuguese language. The Portuguese language is also spoken here in Africa. Don't be surprised to hear that. Africans speak Portuguese. Yes. 14 million speakers in Africa. That is what Portuguese has. But now Africa has given the name as a Lusophone Africa. Lusophone Africa is the name given to this Portuguese language, speaking in Africa. So, who are the countries that speak this Portuguese? I name them. They are, number 1 is Angola. Angola speak Portuguese. Zimbabwe speak Portuguese. Guinea-Bissau speak Portuguese. Cape Verde speak Portuguese. Sao Tome speak Portuguese, and Equatorial Guinea. You can see some countries that are speakers of Portuguese here in Africa. And they also call this language in their name Lusophone. So if you go to any of these African countries and hear them speak of Lusophone know that they are talking about Portuguese language, of which millions of people are speakers of that same language here in Africa. Yes. Well, we got a lot of language that are speaking here in Africa. We get a lot of them. In fact, most of the language that you can hear in some other part of the world, don't be surprised you can also hear this in Africa. Yes. And don't also be surprised to hear African language being spoken in some European country and some other part of the country. As I said, that you can hear Hausa language being spoken in Germany. Don't be surprised to hear that there are some people living in Germany that speak Hausa language. That is it. So I don't want to go far for today. That is where I'm going to stop for today. We have talked about 10 African languages that are spoken by some millions of people here in